It's your girl, Nikki St. Clair, out on these YouTube streets, and I just wanted to give a review on the latest catch up with Pop the Balloon. Um, this episode had Julius and JoJo as a couple, and when I say this was a really, really feel good episode, I'm so elated for them. You know, he was ready. He was ready for a girlfriend, and she had been by herself. And yeah, she said she dated, but it was really nothing serious. She was very transparent by saying it was sometimes them, sometimes me, but it never came to the point of true commitment. And I just appreciate Julius's energy. You know, in previous videos, I spoke about the different energies. I always measure every dating situation by the color purple theory. And my color purple theory is he giving you Suge energy, or is he giving you Sealy energy? Okay? With the previous couple, I believe the young lady Jovanay, she was buying the food, she was buying the wine, she was driving over, bringing her dog, and the man was just eating up the food, didn't even want to wait on her, didn't want to watch the dogs, and then was like, well, yeah, I'm about my studies, I'm busy, the communication went to crap, and all of a sudden he just wanted to kind of reach out just before the show, and it made me feel as though he was doing damage control, not for her but for himself, his reputation, and he cared about more or less what we thought of him, especially with the profession that he chose, which is psychology. Eventually he's going to have clients, and this will reflect on him and his character. So I do believe that he was damage controlling. But on to something better. To sum that point up, yeah, he was giving her Sealy treatment. She was doing everything. He didn't reward her. He did not edify her. He did not treat her like she was the apple of his eye. She just was pretty much there. But here on this episode, we get to view what it looks like to have that sugar energy. Julius was excited about her. He had lights in his eyes. He spoke to her every day. Once he got the chance to be near her in her vicinity, he made it a point to not only see her, but make reservations. He took her places. And he took her to brunch. It wasn't just a one-time thing, like, oh yeah, we got drunk at brunch on the group double date, and then we went back to where she was staying, and then we laid up. No. It was like, and I wanted to see her again, and I was falling in love with her. And I absolutely love how he just took charge. I will be honest, based on his initial presentation when he first came out, I thought he was just adorable, but I felt like, his walk was kind of slothful, and his speech was kind of slow, and in a lot of ways, he wasn't able to clearly articulate. However, his heart was right. His mind was in a good place. And do you know, in my mind, guys, I have my own setbacks in the way that things should be for me. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo, but I'm very self-critical, and I'm all like, yeah, I'm in the gym, and when I'm done, I'm going to go get my body done, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm setting aside a budget for this and that. Do you know, I've watched Pop the Balloon practically every episode there is, and 9 times out of 10, the girls that clearly have their bodies done, and they're done nicely. I mean, no botch bodies have I seen so far. They are never picked. They are rarely picked. And if they are picked, you can kind of tell it's going to be a fly-by-night situation. But these men that have been choosing for love, they have chosen the natural girl. I like natural hair. I like less makeup. They have chosen the women that I would feel not necessarily are basic or under or average, but they have chosen the more natural girls. They see a light in them. There's definitely a connection with them, and they choose them. They tend to go with them. And sidebar, I just feel like we as people should be the best version of ourselves, yes, but we should not care what others think. I've been heavy for a long time. I've been heavier. I've been 40 pounds heavier than what I am now. I haven't, eventually I'll get back on camera, but right now it's black screen production for me. But as far as I'm concerned, I would always fall very hard for the men who really, truly, genuinely loved and appreciated me for me. And I would often overcompensate and reward them because I know how challenging it is to date a BBW in this climate. Everybody wants to be industry. Everyone has to have their bodies done. Everybody has a lace front with baby hair and lashes and brows and all of the above. And the pressure is really hard for us. But I think I found my comfort zone. I know that I can doll up. I could be that person. And I know that I can buzz down. When I say buzz down, I could take this wig off and put a baseball cap on. My body is clean. I always wear the best fragrances and the best oils. And I work out, you guys. I have a good attitude. And my light, it still shines. And it draws so many. Whereas I would think, oh, you know what, they like me when I have my wig on. These men, they're so superficial. I thought I was trying to be invisible. I was really, really trying to be invisible from the world and just focus on myself. But because I've done the work and I'm still doing the work, I'm definitely a work in progress. I'm happy on the inside, you guys. I'm a lot happier. I'm at peace. I have a strong relationship with the Lord. I wake up in devotion and do prayer every morning before I do anything. And, I've been abstaining from a lot of extracurricular activities and habits. And because of that, it shows. And I'm more confident than ever before. I move with pep in my step. I'm looking to a brighter future. I'm not what I once was. And this is all a part of doing the work. And to bring it all home in full circle, I go to the gym. I go to the grocery store, and I'll have like a trucker hat on, but I'll have a braided up beehive under that trucker hat. So one would think that I have maybe a short haircut or something with a hat on, and in my mind I'm like, ooh, kind of look like a boy. In my mind. But I put a little lipstick on and that's it. And I smile, I greet people. My energy and my light shows, and it draws people, and they smile back at me, and babies are happy and they respond to me. Dogs, people with pets, Their pet responds to me. And, you know, when you vibrate high, that's just what you do. And those are the effects that happen. And like I said, it is amazing. JoJo, she's an amazing girl. My brother, out of all the women that were standing there, he even chose her. My brother's 40 years old. But he was like, that one right there, I like her. He was going to her Instagram. And in my mind, I'm like, you want the girl? She's so tiny. And she has cornrows going back. And in my mind, I thought that men would be drawn to maybe the more bustier, hippier women with no stomach. But here it is. JoJo is herself. She's confident in herself. She was more quiet. However, you know, she radiated such a beauty inside and out that a lot more than just Julius was interested in her. And even my brother from the couch was interested in her. And Julius, I really have to apologize, because you talk about judging a book by its cover. I thought, oh, you know, he probably has a checkered past. He's a truck driver. They're truck drivers. They usually do. And he, you know, is probably, you know, talking to a gang of women. And he just is on there. But let me tell you something about Julius. He was one of the best dressed men that I've seen on there. He didn't even try hard. Like, this was him. He didn't try to be something he wasn't. He was just himself. And he had a lot of those women interested. You could feel the energy was drawn to him. And they were willing to work with him. Not to mention, he's extremely handsome. And he has a job, you know, and it's something about when a man is doing trucking, you know, there's two types of truckers. There's the lonely trucker that's just doing their job, and they're on social media and they're talking to various women like they in jail or something. And then there's the other truckers that are usually got a lot going on, flying girls out where they're about to be, having them drive out, you know, maybe playing with what they would call lot lizards, you know, the different women and transgenders that hang out at the truck stops, and sometimes other men. And they get wild and they get pretty loose out there. So me personally, I've always been cautious when it came to dating a truck driver. 9 times out of 10, I would say no. I can't say that I have not dated a truck driver, because I have, and kind of find out, even though he and I would date here, and we'd have a lot of fun, y'all, and he was making good money. He was originally from the Bay, and he had it cracking in the Bay as well. And before I knew it, I get a call months later, well, probably about a year later, like, hey, this is such and such. Do you know about me? We're married. So, you know, that trucker life, it could be really, really a slippery slope, and it could be tricky based on who you end up dating. But I feel like I have to ask God for forgiveness and repent, and also say, you know, I was totally wrong in this case, because he does not fall into that stereotypical pattern when it comes to truckers. And I really wish them well. And I thought it was so sweet. He professed in front of the world, hey, I'm falling in love with this girl. She's dope. She's amazing. Will you be my girlfriend? And he even admitted his DMs are overflowing. He's got a lot of women. But you know what? When a man's mind is made up and he has that Suge energy for you, Color Purple theory now. Color Purple theory. Those who have seen The Color Purple, Mister, when Suge came to town, she wasn't even in her greatest light. But Mister tried to cook breakfast. He burnt it, but he cooked it. He ran it upstairs. He tried to feed her. He tried to rub on her and rub her down and see about her. And he was attentive to her. And that's the energy that I would want for my man. I don't want my man treating me like Celie, where I'm doing everything, hoping to be recognized, hoping for a return of affection, or hoping that he'll match my energy. And even in the movie, you never saw Mr. say, hey, you done raised my kids, you done comb hair, you've been abused by me and my kids, let the kids clean up, let you take the day off, let me see about you. Never, ever, ever during that movie have you ever even seen it. So I would encourage every woman, if you haven't seen it, see The Color Purple, and I would definitely encourage you to use the theory. What are they treating you like Celie? Are they treating you like Suge? And in this case, this was definitely Suge energy, and I am so happy for them, and I hope they do well. And I'm gonna be tuning in. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. And again, I really appreciate this episode. It gives me hope. And yeah, don't stop letting these men just come over and do a drive-by. You come sitting in the car. Stop allowing them to meet your family and doing too much too soon. Allow the men to plan and take the initiative and just take you out. That's the Suge energy that you want. Because anything else, you setting yourself up to be Celie, and you don't want that. But anyways, I'm Nikki St. Clair. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Peace.